Hello there, welcome to Wicks Way. And today we're behind the wheel of a car from one of the best and most spectacular car manufacturing companies in the world. Sale of the 2014 Lotus Evora. Let me just give you a list of the cars that have been developed and engineered by Lotus. Aston Martin V12 Vanquish, C4, Corvette ZR1, and even the brand new Hyundai Genesis. That's just a little bit. Cars even based off the Lotus platform, Hennessy Venom GT, the Tesla Roadster, I mean the list goes on and on. Lotus is usually behind every great and amazing manufactured car out there. And they just don't get any credit for it, ever. That's sad. Here at Wicks Way, we root for the underdog, and I happily root for Lotus. Now this is just the Evora 2+2, so it only has 276 horsepower from a 3.5 liter V6. And that 3.5 liter V6, it came straight from the Toyota Camry. So you know it's actually reliable. Of course it's mid-engine, it's rear-wheel drive, and it is an absolute blast in the corners. Somewhat surprisingly though, it's the heaviest Lotus. And Lotus prides themselves, or at least used to pride themselves on, you know, to not necessarily have a bunch of power, but to have hardly any weight. And this one comes in, tip of the scales at about 3,000 pounds, which is almost unheard of to be able to roll out of a Lotus factory with a car like that. And thankfully with this model, as far as the exterior goes, Lotus has tried their hand with the Exige on a more drastic look, and it just didn't really work. But it really works in this. It's almost just as good as the old Lotus Esprit V8. And I love how the swooping lines, and I love the spoiler on the rear. It's a great looking car. And as far as the interior, surprisingly, even though it is a Lotus and it's so small, it's spacious. I'm fat and I like being inside this car. I do, I really do. And I like how I'm getting a McLaren kind of vibe with all the buttons and just where everything's kind of placed. It feels like you're inside of a baby McLaren, kind of like how the Alfa Romeo 4C is a baby Ferrari, and this is, I guess you could say, a baby McLaren. However, Lotus does have a fantastic sense of humor because they've actually put seats in the back. But where you get your real money's worth with this car, it's the handling. Oh man, it's such a light steering, but it handles so well, and it's comfortable too. I mean, you don't feel squeezed in at the end of the exit on the corner. It's just flows with it, even though the tires are screaming. The suspension's so, I mean, it feels so soft on day to day, but then in the corner it still works, and it's not trying to kill you. No loss of confidence. I mean, it's really, oh man, it's just such a good handling car. And even with all this great handling too, the exhaust isn't deafening, and it's not annoying, and it's not It's just a V6, but it doesn't sound stupid. It doesn't sound like there's no umph to it. I mean, it has like little burbles and cracks, and it's just good. It's just all around it. It's good. It's a great packaged car. So pros and cons of the 2014 Lotus Evora. Pro, this car is absolutely fantastic and is the perfect package. Con, I can't see a damn thing out of the back window. Pro, it's a Lotus. It's a Lotus. Well, that wraps up my review. Huge thank you again to Alfa Romeo Fiat McKinney. That's where this car is for sale. Please go check them out. And like, share, subscribe, all the usual things we ask you to do. That's it, guys. Thanks. Bye.